You noticed how churches everywhere are using this new buzzword, disciple? It seems like everybody's talking about it, and I'm wondering, does everybody know what we're talking about when we say the word disciple? Have you ever wondered what that word means, or better yet, what it means to go and make a disciple? Well, I'm here to clear that up for us today. My name is Dave Stovall, and I'm the executive producer for Renew University. And we at renew.org and discipleship.org have spent lots and lots of time defining 8 words, all centered around discipleship, to help the everyday church leader like yourself understand what we're doing and what we're talking about so that we can do these things and teach these things with clarity and confidence. So if you've ever asked yourself, am I making disciples, or am I just making everybody, including myself, busier and busier and more stressed out with more church stuff? If you've wondered that, then this video is for you. Let's jump into this first definition. Give me a couple minutes of your time here. I promise you, you won't regret it. Definition number 1 is, what is discipleship? Discipleship is simply the state of being a disciple. This word, like the word evangelism, is not in the Bible. Unfortunately, in the North American church, discipleship is typically seen as an educational process designed to orient new believers to the biblical and everyday practices of our churches. And so we at Renew and discipleship.org often prefer using the word disciple making. Number 2, disciple. A disciple is someone who is following Jesus, being changed by Jesus, and is committed to the mission of Jesus. Number 3, disciple making. This is entering into relationships to intentionally help people follow Jesus, be changed by Jesus, and join the mission of Jesus. That should start to sound a little familiar to you. Number 4, disciple maker. This is a disciple of Jesus who enters into relationships with people to intentionally help them follow Jesus, be changed by Jesus, and join the mission of Jesus. I told you should get familiar with that phrase. A church. A church is a spiritual family growing in surrendered obedience to all the teachings of Jesus Christ, who gather together regularly under biblically recognized leadership for the purpose of fulfilling the Great Commission, which is making disciples, with a great commandment heart, which is loving God and loving people. A disciple-making culture. This is the beliefs, habits, and narrative of a church constantly repeated with congruence and intentionality that make it clear to almost everyone all the time, including newcomers, that disciple-making is what everyone does in this church. A disciple-making church, level 5. This is a church where disciple-making is the core DNA and culture of the church, where the average church member makes disciples to the 4th generation, and this disciple-making activity is regularly produced in significant and diverse streams within the church, and these streams multiply consistently into new churches. And lastly, disciple-making movement, or DMM. This is a rapid and exponential increase in disciples making disciples within a local culture who plant multiple churches, and these churches are churches which multiply disciples, groups, and churches of obedience-based disciples, so that we can see at least 4 generations of churches produced in 6 streams of disciple-making activity. And these streams multiply consistently into disciple-making churches. And that means 100 churches or more within 2 to 5 years. So there you have it. 8 core definitions about what it means to be a disciple.